At this point, everyone has heard of Blueface, but you probably don't know the whole story. Let's quickly start things off with his background. Jonathan Jamal Porter was born on January 20th, 1997, in Los Angeles, California. He bounced around California before settling in San Fernando. He has 2 sisters and 1 older brother who was heavily involved with the Crips. His mom was an actress, and Blueface eventually booked a McDonald's commercial. Blueface attended Arleta High School and joined the marching band, though he developed a passion for football from his dad. After growing to 6 foot 3 inches tall, he became the starting quarterback for their football team. He led the team to an East Valley League championship in 2013 and 2014. Blueface committed to play for Fayetteville State University and briefly played college football before dropping out 2 months later. He never held a job growing up and instead sold weed around the valley. Let's dive into his professional career now. Blueface began to take an interest in rap music at a young age and drew inspiration from 50 Cent, The Game, and Snoop Dogg. But his professional career began after leaving college. He began rapping in January 2017 under the name Blueface Bleed'em, a reference to his ties to the Schoolyard Crips street gang. But the story on how he started is rather unusual. Listen to this. While living in LA, he was invited to his friend Laudiano's music studio to retrieve a phone charger. While there, someone challenged him to a rap over a beat he had made. The freestyle impressed everyone at the studio, and it would soon turn into his first song, Deadlocks. His friend Laudiano then recorded it for him, and they released it on SoundCloud. 1 year later, he released his first full-length project, Famous Crip, and his popularity in California began to rise. And 3 months after that, he released his second EP, Too Cocky, this time onto SoundCloud and Spotify. He then released a music video for his song, Respect My Crippin', on World Star Hip Hop's YouTube channel. The video then became a viral meme, and his popularity grew nationwide. His songs Thotiana and Next Big Thing then blew up, after which he held a contest to perform at an LA high school, which Pasadena won. Shortly after, he was officially signed to Cash Money Records' West Coast. They took his career to new heights in 2019. Bleed It amassed over 2 million views in the first 24 hours of its release. And Thotiana debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 75. He then dropped remixes with YG and Cardi B, which further pushed his rapid rise in popularity. Now, bigger artists were willing to collaborate with him on his next album. Blueface released an EP titled Dirtbag, which featured guest appearances from The Game, Rich the Kid, Offset, Lil Pump, and Mozzie. The EP peaked at number 48 on the Billboard 200. In October of 2019, Blueface announced his debut studio album, Find the Beat. It featured 16 songs including appearances from Lil Baby and Da Baby. Now let's talk about his earnings and endorsements. With 5 million monthly listeners on Spotify, he averages around $15,000 monthly, and another $20,000 every month from YouTube. And every time he shows up to a club, they have to pay him $50K. And the only form of payment he accepts is cash. And as we all know, with cash comes controversy, but we'll get there soon. Though making music isn't the only way he makes money. He also started his own reality TV show, Blue Girls Club, on OnlyFans. The show invited women into his home and featured physical fights, twerking, sex toys, drinking games, and matching tattoos. It routinely brought in $30K a month, but at its peak, it was bringing in $200,000 every month.
How many subscribers at one time have you had, like the peak?
Probably like 2,000.
Damn, that's good money.
Times 50.
Times 50.
He also opened a soul food restaurant in Santa Clara named Blues Fish and Soul, though in 2023, it was vandalized and has since been listed as temporarily closed. All in all, Blueface has amassed a total net worth of $4 million. Now that we know how much he makes, how does he spend his cash? After signing his record deal, he went out and bought this house for $1.7 million. He even gave it his custom paint job. The 4,500 square foot house features a game room and a massive in-ground pool. You used to be able to rent it for $2,500 a night on Airbnb, though his house is now in pre-foreclosure due to too many 911 calls. Moving on, his car collection is unlike any other. The first car he bought was a Mercedes S-Class, which set him back $120,000. He later totaled it and admitted it was his fault.
Because you're just young and immature and irresponsible.
He also totaled his $189,000 Porsche Panamera Turbo.
Hey, Nick can still throw up the set though, schoolyard.
He then purchased a Mercedes Maybach S580, which cost $230,000. He also has a Corvette C8 Stingray, a G-Wagon, and a Lamborghini Huracan, for a total car collection price of $999,000. But that's not even half the cost of his jewelry collection. His bandana collar chain alone cost him $700,000. That makes sense since it has 12,300 hand-set blue diamonds in it. In total, his watches and chains set him back $2 million. And his shoe collection is like no other. He dropped $2,400 on shoes like it was nothing.
Your total comes out to be $2,436.37.
Ooh.
He then admitted he spends up to $250,000 every month.
Yes, I'll probably say like 200. Right here, girl. Yeah, probably like 200 a month, 250.
Peeking now into his personal life. Real quick, if you're liking this video, make sure to subscribe. We'll be covering every rapper just like this. Blueface first started dating Jaden Alexis in high school, and they have 2 kids together. She later destroyed his car and property when she discovered him cheating on her with Krishan Rock. In January of 2023, Blueface and Krishan announced they were having their first child together, though she later stole his car. In October of 2023, he reconnected with Jaden Alexis for the 6th time and proposed to her at a Los Angeles Rams game.
Babe, don't make me cry.
Beyond his rapping career, Blueface has ventured into amateur boxing. He made his debut in the summer of 2021 against TikTok star Cain Trujillo. Blueface ultimately defeated Trujillo via unanimous decision. After being removed from a pair of exhibition matches in 2022 due to alleged domestic abuse against his girlfriend, he fought TikTok star Ed Matthews in London in 2023. Blueface dropped Matthews in the 2nd round. He also likes to give back to those in need. He posted a video standing on top of a car and throwing money at some less fortunate homeless people. Now let's go over some moments that caused some waves in Blueface's career. Blueface has had multiple run-ins with the law. In late 2018, a man robbed Blueface at a gas station. Blueface then shot at the suspect's car and was arrested and charged with a felony count of shooting at an occupied vehicle. He was released on $50,000 bail. In October of 2022, Blueface was arrested on charges of attempted murder and shooting in Nevada. The shooting occurred at a Las Vegas strip club called Euphoric Gentlemen's Club. He was sent to prison and eventually made a plea and agreed to serve 3 years on probation. The owner of the club sued Blueface over a loss of revenue after he was forced to shut the club down. Blueface was ordered to pay $13,072,482. A month earlier, he was caught on camera punching his then-girlfriend, Krishan's father. But it wasn't out of nowhere. The guy literally swung at his daughter's boyfriend first and seems to have connected. More recently, he was arrested again in Vegas for a felony robbery charge at the Palms Hotel. He also faced some controversy for showing his 6-year-old son's private parts on the internet, as well as questioning his sexuality because he was ignoring strippers.
There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips. You ain't gay, is you? My man.